This guy writes, she texted back. So probably he's in a pattern of over pursuit. Yeah, let's get into it. This girl I was dating, well, we went twice, but we were talking a whole month or so, even more, last Friday. Way too much talking, dude, and way too less of getting together actually in person. She stopped talking to me. Yeah, it's like when you do that, when you try to text her all the time and you're the one always pursuing and always being the one who initiates conversation, one, it's just going to get boring over time. And then two, it's going to eliminate really that space between the times that you see each other in person, have that close connection, and then the next time. So you're eliminating that anticipation. Also, you're being the one who chases. And when that's the case, sometimes you don't communicate you have the most value. And sometimes you communicate that you're actually in a fearful place, that you need that constant validation. It's approval seeking behavior. When you get into that pattern, her attraction towards you drops. And also know that the phone is often used by women to weed out guys, to see how insecure they are, see how strong they are. And so what they'll do is they'll give you some tests when you're talking all the time like this. And if you don't pick up on the tests that she gives, and then you have like some freak out, or you get upset at her, or you get upset that she's not, in this case, texting back, probably. So maybe she'll like wait a day to even text you back and see how you respond, or you get to basically blow up her phone and say, what's wrong? What's going on? That just communicates neediness. And so if you fail one of her tests, it's like oftentimes she's done. And so that's probably what happened with you, and you probably didn't even recognize it. But you failed her test, and now she stopped talking to you. So let's continue. So she stopped talking to me, and now she just texted me saying she was sorry. I wouldn't have, yeah, so it's like, well, let's see, let's go further. I wouldn't have minded one or two texts through the day, but nah, my guts say fuck her, even though she is so cute. Okay, one, don't get attached to one girl, don't get attached to the result, and don't use texting as a gauge of how good the relationship's going. It's just total approval and basically that neediness behavior. And you thinking your expectation is that she texts you twice every single day. It's like, well, what's that going to do to attraction? Well, it's just going to basically create so much certainty and so much less uncertainty. And so you're kind of structuring a relationship, or at least trying to lead a relationship that has an immense amount of certainty, needing to text every single day, and a very, very small percentage of that variety and uncertainty. And relationships have a lot to do with managing that, because it's like in the uncertainty is the times when desire thrives. And so if you eliminate all the uncertainty, it's like, well, how she's really going to be as attracted to you? It just won't happen. What should I do? Should I just have nothing serious with her, or should I just stop talking to her? Seem like a drag, kind of. Well, this is going to repeat with every single woman you're with for the most part. You're going to over pursue. You're going to think that you have to text her multiple times every day. And then when she doesn't text you multiple times a day, you're going to get upset, thinking that, oh, she's playing games. It's like, no, you're actually the one who's kind of playing games, because it's like you're just in this, like you're reliant on her to make you happy kind of deal. And your happiness is depending on her texting you back a couple times a day. It's just like, it's ridiculous. And if you actually want to get results, what you do is you eliminate the unnecessary steps, like the what are you doing kind of things, and just checking up on each other every single day. And you replace it with knowing exactly what you want. So knowing that, hey, I want to get her in person. I want to build a rapport through that. I want to have a really good time. And I want to get her on a date. And so you understand what you want, and then you take action that supports that. So you ask her out, or you have an outcome each time you reach out to her. And when you have an outcome and you take action towards it and start to initiate, and you be the one who takes the lead, takes charge, does the planning, it's like that puts you in a more masculine role. And when that's the case, it's like she's going to be more attracted compared to somebody that's just basically beating around the bush, is fearful of asking her out, doesn't really know what he wants, totally uncertain, not as confident, approval seeking, insecure, needy, getting upset when she doesn't text back and thinking he has to now punish her because it's like, you didn't text me back and that's bad kind of thing. It's a ridiculous model of how attraction works, and it does not work. And guys just basically do the same thing over and over again, when it's like really just eliminate all the unnecessary action that you're taking, get to the outcome. Once you get it, it's like you're done. It's like you got the outcome. Why oversell? So if you want a structure on exactly what to do to really get results, it's like this guy. It's like, well, he's thinking that he knows what he's doing, but he's writing posts about how he's failing in relationships. It's like sometimes it's like we're not even aware that we're acting in ways that drop the woman's interest. And so if you feel like you fall into this category, get those products in the description below, and then follow that and then see the results for yourself, because it's like it really will shift everything in your relationships.